What's going on, guys? Discowarlock here. I didn't get a chance to make a video overviewing some of the things they changed and added after the beta had happened. For Honor did release this past Tuesday. I was really excited about it. I finally got to put a lot of time into it this past weekend. So I would just like to overview some of the things that they changed and added after the beta. Let's start off with in-game transactions, or microtransactions, some of you may know it. You can use your money to buy the in-game currency steel. Now, this, in my opinion, it isn't that bad overall because, let's be honest, grinding steel in this game, it can take a while. The most I think you can get in one day if you did all the daily quests, the daily orders, sorry, would be around 2,000 steel, and then on top of that, the amount of games that it takes you to play. So you might get around like maybe 3,000 steel if you played for a good chunk of the day. So using real world money to buy steel, it's not that big of a deal for me. Like, I'm not one who's going to be personally using it, but I can see where it kind of appeals to people. Now, you can use steel to buy these custom outfits or mythic outfits to customize your heroes, which I think are pretty cool. You know, that a lot of them come with some pretty cool things. You can see here, they do sell them in bundles where it will be either all the hybrid heroes, all the heavy heroes, all the assassins, and all the vanguards, and then the 4 for each faction if you typically only play as, let's say, the knights, vikings, or samurai. Now that just kind of reminds me of League of Legends. You know, you buy riot points, you get skins. The downside to steel being purchasable with real money is people can unlock the feats for champions. Now, some of us, you know, we don't mind grinding the game. I believe once you hit level 17 or 18, you unlock all the feats anyways. It costs 4,000 per hero to unlock them. So let's say somebody just buys the game for Honor, jumps in the game, they don't have any of the heroes level 1, and you know, they drop 132 Canadian right away. They got 150,000 steel. They can just go in, boom, purchase all the feats. Champion status, you know, that's understandable. Purchase real money to get boosts, kind of thing like that. Like, I can understand that one. But just jumping in and being able to unlock all the feats, I think it's a little unfair. The other thing is, you can use steel to purchase gear. Now, I know there are some people complaining about this and saying, well, that's really unfair because this guy can just come in and he can just purchase a ton. Like, I mean, a ton. These normally cost 500 steel, but I do have a couple boxes that I need to open. But just imagine if someone came in here, dropped, I don't know, 5,000 steel, so 10 packs, bunch of gear. And this is where I start to laugh a little, because it scales towards your level. So if I'm spending it on my Rep 1 Warlord who's rank 2, he's going to get a lot better gear than someone who has a level 1 and is dropping that much gear. Yes, they'll have a lot of salvage. Yes, they'll be able to upgrade a lot. But the downside is their gear is only as good as their hero. So you can spend a ton of real world money and it might benefit you. I mean, you might be dropping, like I said, the 150 Canadian plus the 50 for the game. So you're looking at like spending around like 250 bucks just to get one really good hero. And at the end of the day, it also comes down to skill. You may be the best dressed, but you sure ain't walking the walk. And that was just one of the little things that I don't want to say irked me or kind of turned me away from this game, but it's just one thing that I kind of had to shake my head at. Now, if you've seen my other videos about the beta, you know how much I like the Warlord, you know how much I like customization, and they killed it. When you reach Reputation 1 for the first time, you unlock loadouts for your heroes. As you can see, I've done 2 because I only have 2 chests that I like to swap between: Execution Health Regen or Block Damage Resistance. I wanted to see what's better for me. The third loadout I haven't used. This is your basic kind of Warlord at the start, what he looks like. But now let's get into the thick of it here. So if we drop into the outfits, they have released a bunch. Now, outfits you can equip right away. That's that color combo, no symbols. Some of them have symbols, but you know, looks like that one, that's got the symbol of the 3 rings there. And that stuff unlocks right away. Of course, you have to purchase these ones for steel. The elite ones, more steel. You also get, notice the helmet ornament that we get there with the 2 inward horns. This one, I like the color combo, I just don't like what to do with the helmet. Now if we go to the mythic, this is it. This is what I'll probably end up working towards on my Warlord. It also unlocks, oh, I didn't realize lightning flashes around your character like that. Well, that is really cool. Wow. I knew it unlocked execution emotes and when you do regular emotes. I'll show you guys that in just a second here. If we finish up on the outfits, this is as you rep up, of course. I've got Reputation 1 equipped, just because I really like the red and black. Now, if we go into the icons, paint patterns, there are patterns for days, and the max rep that you can hit is, I believe, 30. Now, with that being said, it will take you a while to get there. And I like how they've changed up the engravings as well. They've added a lot more and a lot cooler ones that really stand out that I've noticed. And as you can see here, for the symbols as well, they've added a ton. Just lots of customization options. I have yet to see a warlord or anybody that looks really similar to me. Most people have their own kind of style, their own kind of look, especially with what they want to do. You know, maybe mix it up. Like, that's what I got on the shield. I was using this icon for a while. I thought that was pretty cool, but this is the one you unlock from the campaign, and I might switch my icon over to that. For the ornaments as well, they've unlocked a bunch. These are all redeemable for steel. Some of these look kind of cool, others not so much, but that's the one at the end of the day that I'm looking forward to. Just give you guys a little idea. And the material, they didn't add any more here, despite it stopping at Reputation 9. Maybe they will. Who knows? So far, customization is huge. They've also added a ton more looks to shields, blades, hilts, all sorts of stuff like that. This is a different helmet, of course, one that I hadn't seen in the beta. Now, I do dismantle a lot of my gear, so at one point there were a ton of styles in here that I could have been showing off, but I stuck with the ones that I like the most and the ones that go together the best, in my opinion. And I do look forward to unlocking the higher tiered equipment, to seeing what they have in store. So now let's go over to the executions and things like that. This is what I was also talking about. They've added one extra one. Does cost quite a bit of steel, but at this point, if you're using this champion a lot, if you have the 7,000 steel like I have right now, you know, I could unlock it, make you stand out in the battlefield. They've also added a really sweet emote. Plan on getting this one once I've leveled up a few other champions to rep 1 and things like that, because I really like what they've done. I'd also like to point out the effects. Now, this is what I was talking about with that mythic outfit. You get Thor's strike. So on idle, I'm assuming this was that lightning that was going around us? Yes. So just on idle, looks like you'll be quite sparky. I've got the sunbeam right now. I think most people who pre-ordered things like that, they got that one. Now for execution, this one looks pretty cool. You hit him, smited down by the hammer of Thor. I mean, the sunbeam looks really impressive, but when you see it in game, you don't really notice it. It's not that bright. Darkness kind of reminds you of Stanith's, Baratheon's, you know, little minion killing. Oh, I can't think of his name now. Robert Baratheon? No. I just probably made a fool of myself with the Game of Thrones fans out there. I just know he was the gay guy that rode a deer or something like that. Yeah. Oh, Game of Thrones, how I miss you. Alrighty, so yeah, when you do an emote, you can also activate the sunbeam effect in the darkness and again the Thor strike. Now, what's also cool about that is every single race has their own. If you go into customize for the knights and we go to the effects, they get Hellfire, which if you look at the execution, they get little fiery wings, which is kind of cool. I could see myself getting that as well later on in the game, of course, when I've unlocked a lot of things. And for the samurai, let's go to the Orochi. Cherry Blossom on the execution. Have yet to see anybody with this, but I have seen the Hellfire. A lot of Peacekeepers. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's just a quick little overview of some of the things they've added / changed since my beta videos. Wanted to get that out there to you guys. And I hope you enjoyed it. Check out that giveaway video if you haven't seen it already. And stay tuned for my upcoming videos, which is the 2 campaigns, the Knights campaign and the Vikings campaign, completed on realistic difficulty. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that like and subscribe, and stay tuned.